All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add some Angular material menus onto our app. So to get started, I want to look up Angular material, and it's called Sidenav. And we'll use these containers here to build this. So the first thing that I want to do is look at my index.html and make sure that my body is set up correctly with the correct tags and the app root. So that looks good. The next thing that I want to make sure of is in my app component.html. This is where I'm going to make some modifications. So the first thing that I want to say is my mat.sidenav.container. And on this, we want to have a side nav. All right. And then I want to have a side nav here, and I'm going to reference it in my code as side nav. And I want to make it as a side for now. And I'll say it's opened. And I'm probably going to change this to be a, if I look at my side navs here, do I have one for the top? So let me see, I want to do a, if I look back at this, isn't there like an example? Mode side. So maybe I can just change it to top. So we'll try that. So we'll leave it like that for now. And then what I want to have in here is a mat list. And this is going to be for each one of my side nav pieces. So we're going to have a mat list item with a class here called, and I'll add something called cursor link onto it with a router link of nothing at the moment. And I want to add on here a mat icon called mat list icon. And I'm just going to call this one clear all to see if it works. And I'm going to say clear all. Now once that's done, you also want to have a mat side nav content. And on this one, I can just do my router outlet. And then that, because we just want to have a logout button. Okay? So if I look back at my app, you can see Angular Material is working. This is great. And we have a side nav. So let me change some of the CSS here. So under styles, this looks fine. That looks fine. I'm going to change this just a little bit so that my margin is 0 and my padding is 0. This is to set the font size and type. Then I want to have something for the app root here, which is going to be a display flex with a height of 100%. And we want to make my flex direction a column. And now if I look at this, my height should be 100% for the body, and it is. So the next one is my interesting paginator container. What's that talking about? Just a second. It's not anywhere, and that's also not there. Okay, so the next one is up in the app component, CSS. And in here I want to say that my Material Sidenav is a position fix, which has a top of 0px and a padding here of, we'll say 5px, 20px off the right, and 5 off everything else. I want to do my Material Sidenav content, and I'm going to say that this is a display flex, and my flex direction here is a column, and my overflow Y is hidden. I had another one which was a class called cursor link, and I just want to change my cursor to be a pointer. If I look at this now, my side nav is correct, and my content looks pretty good. So one thing I wanted to change is on my unconnected in here. I want to get this one from sub. Okay, we'll log in here as my admin. Which is a seeded from here. This time when I connect and I look at my claims, I should have a sub, and I do. Okay, good. We need to add a migration onto this one. Add migration, added signal our connections. Sorry, this one. Now I want to do an update database. Okay. When I run this again, there it is. We step through, creates my connection, returns it, looks good. Hey Nar, welcome back. So we're good. I'm happy with this. So that's our basics to get our Angular material working.